All right, hello everybody. Welcome to this. The Jake Does That for 40 Minutes podcast.
I'm so offensive.
Hope you liked that. I'm joined today by Ethan, hailing from the good state of
New
Arkansas.
Jersey.
John, hailing from Dallas.
Hi.
And Jake, hailing from about 15 feet northwest of me.
Are you guys actually in
Like-
different rooms?
Yeah.
I'm
no,
a
we're in
little
different
bit
rooms.
offended by that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's my job.
It was honestly easier because we both just have setups to just do that and then like move everything.
I'd like to think that you guys like texted each other and you're like, do we really have to be in the same room?
No, before you came on, it was just me and Jake on the Skype call, and I was like, Jake, this is a little bit stupid. This is a little bit really dumb.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was
Jake,
like,
how
I was
you
giving
doing?
him instructions on how to do like audio setting stuff on Skype. I was like, as I was doing, I was like, why don't I just go in your room and do it? What the fuck am I doing?
Why don't I just do this? It would take so much less long. Yeah. So
much less
today
long.
on this podcast, as you might not have gathered from the first, let's look at 2 minutes of it. We're going to talk about the trend right now going around the hashtag WTFU, all the copyright problems. I think everybody here has one just personal direct experience because we're YouTubers. I made like a 20-minute basically dissertation about how stupid this shit is in the Nintendo episode, if you remember, Ethan. And so like
Is that the one where that's the one where Mario's fucking Yoshi, correct?
That's the one where I had Maddie draw Mario
Yes.
entering Yoshi anally. Yes.
Classic.
Classic NES vibes.
Yeah.
It fills me with nostalgia for
Get
the
that
good old
fucking
days.
vaporwave shit.
Yeah, so
Classic
let's-
Mario.
I say let's start butt fucking Yoshi. I say let's start with just direct, since everybody on this is a YouTuber of some stripe, just direct experiences that we've had with the copyright system. I know as Let's Players, you two will probably have a lot more than me and Ethan. We have some very limited ones, but so yeah, whoever wants to start, you grab it.
Okay.
Little carrot in front of your face. Jake, John, whoever wants it.
All right. Well, we had a fucking channel called the Ollywonks, which we stopped doing that a long time ago.
I wasn't even thinking of that.
Yeah, but we had to kind of get rid of that whole channel because we realized that we kind of fucked some shit up, and we had a little bit of I think it was mainly music. Alex, you can correct me, but yeah, we used little clips of music, and shit that wasn't ours, obviously. And it was just like, maybe like 5 to 10 seconds. But I remember we talked to someone at a convention we had gone to, and they're like, yeah, you can't upload that. And we're like, oh, it's just, 10 to 15 seconds of fucking Rise Against or whatever the fuck we listened to in high school. But they're like, yeah, just don't, And so we scrapped that whole channel.
Yeah, just so, and also so that if we ever wanted to re-upload any of those, we wouldn't get
Yeah,
claimed
that was
for
the
our
other
own
thing
videos.
Which
Which happens for a lot of artists, especially if you use, like, I do a lot of like remixing as well, and I'm always worried because like people like. I'm always worried about like clips and
the
samples
fucking
that I use
covers
getting
taken
claimed.
down and shit. Yeah, the sampling's a little different too.
Or also because part of the list that YouTube uses pulls from iTunes and other sources like that. If you have your own personal music on iTunes and also have it on YouTube, you can get flagged.
Wait, who was the one that
by
I remember?
yourself.
I know
Yes.
what story. I know what you're talking about.
So
Who was
stupid.
the channel specifically that?
Rob Scallon that happened to a couple times where it said you need written permission from
like
Rob Scallon
yeah.
to use this
I give-
music, and he was just kind of like, yes, I do, I do it, yes.
Yeah.
And also, it hasn't happened yet, but our very first episode on this channel, the Minecraft episode, is totally going to get flagged. Because there's like literally, I think 3 seconds of "It's Raining Men"
Yes.
bass boosted 300%.
Which I told you was a bad idea after the fact.
Yeah, and that's going to get claimed. Even
It hasn't
though
been yet, though,
it's-
right?
How long
has
is the
not been
video?
Ooh, 8,
6
9,
minutes.
maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
6.5.
Well,
Is it 6 minutes? Really? Shit.
That 3 seconds of music means that they now own all 10 minutes of that video.
Yeah, especially since that was our first video, we didn't really have the like concept quite down yet. That was about like a month and a half of work, both of like figuring out how I wanted to script it and edit it, and because we put in 3 seconds of It's Raining
They
Men.
own it now.
Yeah,
Well, it's
they
funny
own
you should
all
mention that
of
because like I'm
work.
just going through all my copyright notices, which takes up like 2 pages, and
Oh my god.
Yeah, me
so
too.
like just looking through it, I'm noticing that the vast majority of my claims are related to either Konami or Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
W-
No,
Yeah.
Warner Brothers.
Classic Warner Brothers.
Oh,
Yeah,
Warner
okay.
Brothers,
Let me just take a look at something. And okay. So like my part 1 of Batman Arkham Knight is blocked in some countries. Let's clarify how many countries there are.
Yep.
It's either Germany or it's a bunch.
Okay, no, UMG is one of them. SME is another. In Grooves, there's another one. Those cocksuckers.
Big
Yeah.
Grooves, my
Those
favorite.
fuckers.
Yeah.
So to be fair, there is Frank Sinatra, so I'll give it some credit. But like they'll have like, okay, one of my Batman videos is claimed because it has like ambient noise in the background, and In Grooves is like, yeah, that's us, it's ours. We went ooh
Yeah.
into the fucking
I think
microphone
it's
for
go-
5 seconds.
No, that was me and 3 of my interns. I think it's important, and I feel like not a lot of people are talking about this in more of a general way, not specifically related to YouTube. The main line, right? Because a judge will like if things like this went to court, which they never would because they're way too small. But if things like this did go to court, a judge would factor on them a bunch of different ways. There's like a million different ways that judges can decide fair use things. But one of the main ones that they do, and I feel like people are forgetting this, is whether or not, and YMS kind of touched on a little bit in his video about copyright, whether or not what you're uploading can be used as a replacement for the original.
Exactly.
So, like, if you're uploading an entire song, even if you put, like, text over it, if the entire audio is just the song, that's a replacement for actually buying the song or listening to it on a streaming service. Like, you're doing that instead of
Right.
buying the song. Whereas me using Raining Men for 5 seconds in our first video, no one is going to be like, I want to listen to Raining Men. I think I'm going to go loop this 3 seconds of video for 3 minutes and get about the same effect. And so it's similar. That's like the biggest thing that has always bothered me, is that so many of these claims are so clearly not replicative. Like, they are never going to be, no one is ever going to, in their right mind, think to themselves, oh, I want to listen to X, but instead I'm going to go watch part 58 of Jake's Fallout 4 Let's Play where Frank Sinatra is like playing. That would never happen and wouldn't hold up in a court.
The biggest effect that you would find from it is that people would watch that video and be like, "Oh, what's that song?"
It drives
And
traffic
they might
to
wanna
it.
Go buy it
Exactly.
or listen to it. Yeah, it's free advertising.
I do, honestly, and I don't know if you two, Jake and John, agree with this. God, we have the whitest names. I just realized.
Yeah.
We're literally Ethan, Alex, Jake, and John.
Yeah.
I wonder what the ethnicity of the
Well, it's
people
funny you should
in
mention
this
my middle name is
podcast are.
Edwin. So
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
Jake, when the
step up.
flag was raised.
My middle name is
Oh.
David. That is a step down.
Yeah, mine's Michael, so
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh
Mine's
God, it hurts.
Deshaun.
you make up
blinds
for
me
it with
with
Wolf,
whiteness.
though.
Deshaun.
You have one of the coolest
Yeah.
fucking last names ever.
That's true.
So
yeah, it works out well. It
But
ends well.
sorry, that I completely detracted from my own point there. Fuck. Well, I got distracted by white people.
you said you, Jake,
Happens
John,
every
you've
day to the
experienced
best of
this
us.
probably or some shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There is, I think, a legal argument to be made about where the line
Yeah.
is for Let's Plays, because I think there is an
It could
argument
be a
that
replacement.
people watch video games or watch Let's Plays instead of buying a video
Sometimes,
game.
yeah.
Right.
This is kind of
In which
topical
case it's
because
not protected
we just
under
did this.
See-
But
podcast.
that's literally never been what something is taken for.
See,
Almost never.
I could
Almost
just-
never is that the issue.
I can kind of see that. The thing is, most of my claims are for
Yes.
in-game music.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
not from
exactly.
there's Konami and Nintendo and all
Pretty much
those fun
Japanese
but
companies.
most of the claims that I get are for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds of like in-game music from somebody that had nothing to do with the game.
Yeah.
Which is absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, and it's ridiculous because under DMCA law, and this has been covered extensively, but you're supposed to consider fair use before sending down strikes.
No, but it's just a
And
defense in the court of
that's
law, Alex.
not
like it doesn't really
happening.
apply.
Yeah, did you consider fair use? Yeah, we considered it.
problem
Okay.
is-
You're good to go then.
we considered that it doesn't matter.
Here's
Yeah.
the problem with
And
the
then
whole
move
thing,
forward.
because a lot of this is in and all the videos I've seen are in reference to YouTube specifically, and I'm sure there's problems on other websites as well. But the problem is YouTube is in such a position that it makes business sense to let people like Warner Brothers or, whoever, name a big company, to just let them do whatever they want. Because they don't see us as a tool before, like as of right now. Early YouTube saw content creators as a tool for, profit. But now we're not seen as that tool of profit. And so it's better to just give reign to Warner Brothers, to just claim,
YouTube's making their money regardless. Why would they give a shit?
Yeah, exactly. And so I think the modern implication that a lot of people aren't talking about is like, how do we make ourselves seem effective again? How do we do that? How do we make YouTube see that people like us are important to their revenue stream? Because if you can do that, they'll change the fucking system. So how do we do that?
That's where an alternative to YouTube.
That's why I'm such a massive supporter of Twitch. If that went down, it would get even worse.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the really fact of the matter is that YouTube has a monopoly, and
I mean, they're not buying any companies out, but I mean, because there's nobody else that really has the funds or the means to really create something as massive as YouTube, they do effectively have a monopoly.
Yeah, are you gonna upload your shit to Vimeo? No one's gonna fucking do that.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Oh my god. Vimeo has a ban on Let's Plays too, and all gaming content.
You can upload to Dailymotion as if anybody wants to do that.
People are concerned about.
Yeah, with all the other porn videos on there.
Only YouTube's
I think that the second
segments.
People actually have uploaded Let's Plays to Pornhub.
Yeah, that's where I saw the first Fallout 4 gameplay was on Pornhub.
Yeah,
they don't give a shit. Yeah.
So it's not like they have any standards over there. Come on.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's like you're a porn
just sit
site.
And play video games.
You can't tell me I can't upload video game stuff here. Come on.
Who are you to say, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Quality standards, really?
Hot white male fucks.
All
mutants.
These videos are like 1.4p. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, but so and so I think where the companies come in is the biggest thing. Like a lot of good companies have. Fuck, I just rethought of the legal term. Acceptable use, that's what it's called. Where it's the kind of doctrine of like, maybe we can get you taken down, maybe we can't, but we're just going to kind of let you exist because we realize that we're good for each other. So like a lot of good, like Bethesda's been really good about that, where it's like, maybe we could get Fallout 4 videos taken down, but why the fuck would we want to get Fallout 4 videos taken down? Like, why would we want to do that?
At this point, it's gotten to the level where it's like, if a company starts doing that shit, it creates massively negative press. If you start taking down videos, the only real companies that can get away with it are like Konami, who are going down anyway. So it's like, why do we give a fuck?
But think about like a Warner Brothers. Like a Warner Brothers doesn't give a shit what kind of bad press it's gonna get. Like if you're an artist, right, and you're looking for a fucking record label, and fucking Warner Brothers come to you, you don't give a shit about bad press. So it's not necessarily companies just like Konami. It's companies that are almost untouchable by this certain amount of bad press that they would get.
Yeah, well, Nintendo is a perfect example of a company that has such a massive following that it just doesn't matter. Yeah, because they've been around for such a long time that they're just a household name. Everybody knows what Nintendo is. So no amount of bad press is really going to hurt them. Because their primary demographic really,
I specify amount of bad press from people like us, from YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. Right? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Because their primary demographic, I could be mistaken. I'm just guessing here, but I'm guessing that their primary demographic really isn't the fucking bearded 25-year-old male. It's really their demographic, at least from what I'm gathering, that they're going for are children and older people. That seems to be really what they're going after. Yeah. And if they get people in between, that's cool. But children is really where they've always kind of geared towards.
For sure.
And intentionally intentionally. And that's like the biggest...
Why the fuck would they care if a neckbeard gets all pissed off about what they do?
I mean, the thing with Nintendo is that they're so established, people are just going to buy their games just because it's Nintendo. You're not going to run into a situation where, like, a Let's Play makes a game like you would with, like, Slender, Amnesia, Happy Wheels, Slime Rancher, all these games that have found success through Let's Play. You're not going to have that situation with Nintendo, so of course they're not going to give a fuck about that.
Yeah, and that's the biggest reason. Like, on our channel right now, like, we don't make any videos about, like, there's
You're
just, like,
essentially
a general,
boycotting
like,
Nintendo.
Yeah, a general boycott of Nintendo.
Except for the
here.
sequelitis video, right?
That was before that.
Well, that we recorded that before.
You were gonna
that
make
happened.
a you were actually gonna make a video
Yeah, so,
explaining
like-
why you loved.
No.
What was it?
Yeah. No, why I
No,
hated
no.
Twilight
The other
Princess.
one. The why
Yeah.
you disagree with Egoraptor's like his impression of. Yeah,
Oh,
Skyward
it's
Sword. You were
on
gonna say why
Skyward
you love
Sword?
that one.
That's in that
Oh.
video too. That's in the same.
Oh,
that's in
alright.
the sequelitis video as well at the end. But like, in that video, which is our biggest video on this channel, I say, hey, I'm gonna make this video about why I don't like this other Zelda game. And so because it's our biggest video, I get like about monthly a comment or 2 or 3 that's like, hey, so are you gonna do that?
Right.
And I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Like I won't. And I've linked to the video before and be like, here's why I'm not gonna do that. Like multiple times on that video in the comment section, I just have like a link to like the Nintendo thing being like, here's what they're doing, here's why I'm not gonna do any of their videos. And it's so yeah, here's the other big thing about the copyright thing, and I think Nintendo shows this perfectly, is that it opens itself up to huge amounts of, because corporations have all the control, so much corruption. And so much just like
massive
abuse
abuse
of the system. Like literally what all Nintendo is doing is like, yeah, that thing you made, we just get some of that. Whether or not we deserve, like that's what the Nintendo Partnership Program is. It's literally like, hey, are you using our thing even if it's like would be legal
Give
regardless?
us some money.
Well, just so that we don't make your life a huge hassle, throw us some. It's literally like I think I
kind of
in the
extortion.
video make a joke about it being
is
like
extortion.
a 50. I think in the video I make a joke
Yeah,
about
no,
like a
it's
50s
literally
gangster,
like it's like
because
a
it's literally
protection
what
money
it is.
shakedown. It's literally that. It's like, hey, we're threatening you, but if you come with us, we'll give you protection from us. There you go. Come
Right.
inside. It's cold
Oh my
out there.
God.
And like, and any company could do this, and that's the other scary thing is that that set a precedent.
Yeah.
Just
And now
fucking
we're
Joe
seeing
Schmo
a
like claiming
huge-
videos because he doesn't like that you
Yeah.
poo-pooed his game.
And this is exactly what I thought was going to happen when I saw the Nintendo thing. I was like, this sets a really
Yeah, for
dangerous
companies
precedent
like
for people
like
just doing
EA,
whatever the fuck they
Ubisoft,
want.
like Activision, big names could do this too easily. It's just like it's just like a little corporate structure. It's not like they even have to go out of their way to build something like the Nintendo Partnership Program.
And it's not like there's any
Yeah,
negative
exactly.
repercussions to anything they do. They could claim Jake's entire Fallout 4
Couldn't do
video,
jack shit.
every single series,
Yeah.
every single video in the series for having like Mario.
Oh, did you
in
see
them,
that video? Did
even
you see
though
the video
they
where
don't.
some dude like create the damn Daniel thing?
Yes. Yes.
Oh God.
Wait, what happened?
Did you see this?
Okay, so
Ethan?
this dude like basically made a trap for like this
Yeah.
this asshole who's going around claiming damn Daniel videos. I think it was like Merlin or something like that, and they created a trap
Yeah.
where he just basically had a video that was like some sort of 15-minute thing, and
picture.
it had damn Daniel in the title, and it was literally just 15 minutes of this picture. That's all it is, no sound or anything, and they claimed it on the
and
grounds
silence.
of audio. They fucking
Amazing.
he caught them, and it's just like I think he even
Amazing.
said I'm gonna fucking sue the shit out of you or something like that.
Yeah. Here's the problem,
I hope he does.
Because like our law system's set on legal precedents, and there's been no legal precedents for any of this that has been set.
It's true.
I was actually about to bring this up. There is right now equals 3 is in the middle of
Wow.
everybody's favorite YouTube channel.
Oh,
Is in
really?
the middle. Yeah, is in the middle of litigations right now with I forget who it is, but
Maker?
It's
or
no.
because I know he was
it's-
having problems with that for a while, but
I think I forget which side Maker's on. Maker is involved, but it's basically like it's this company, I forget what they're called, who takes viral videos and basically licenses them. So like if you're like a YouTube or news segment, you can buy the rights to the viral videos to license them and use them in your thing. And this is a company that does this. They license viral videos. They go to people who have viral videos and be like, hey, we can give you like 10% of like however much this ever appears on TV, and now you're just rich for having a viral video, and so are we. And so they do this, and so they sell it to like news stations and stuff like that if they want to cover and they want to show the entire video, which would be against copyright law because it's just like
Right.
a
Yeah.
statement like here it is.
Yeah.
They can license it out. And then E3 used a couple, I think they claimed like 4 or 5 of their videos, and they were like, you can't use this, we have this license to this viral video. And then Ray William Johnson was like, no, it's satire, it's comedy, I can do it. And they were like, no, you can't. And it is currently now actually they're currently in the selection of picking jury members.
This is going to be
right
amazing.
Now.
This is going to set legal precedent because legal precedence has been set for this before, but not in context or in reference to the
I'm also
internet.
a little scared though. Like
Oh,
honestly,
you should be.
That it's going to go the
here's
wrong
the thing
way.
is that you've got. Well, I mean, who are they going to pick? Are they going to pick like 30-year-old? 25, 30-year-old people like, or are they going to pick like 60-year-olds who have no fucking comprehension of what this is?
The lawyers have the choice, so we don't know.
Oh, for the jury?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
You
I
would hope
mean,
it
yeah,
would
maybe
be
it'll be.
younger.
I mean,
I
that
don't
could
know.
go either
Oh,
way.
no,
Is the
I got
thing.
disconnected.
Yeah, I'm just worried that if you're going to get people who are completely out of touch with this shit,
Where's equals
it's not
going to
go in our favor.
Do we know? Equals 3. Where's it
what?
based?
Sorry?
Because if it's in like
I-
Sacramento, we probably actually have a good chance.
John left
Okay,
to
good.
research it. John's like, shit, I gotta get on this, guys. I need to leave Skype, figure out where fucking
Yeah,
E3
okay.
is based.
Because like a court
This
is
is
supposed to be of
happening
peers,
right
right?
now.
And so, I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like a bunch of people. You know, whoever is it actually Ray William Johnson or is it his channel that's in defense? Okay, well,
both.
it's not going to be like a bunch of.
So it's him as the boss of the CEO of his company.
So
that
basically,
runs
how it's going to
Equals
happen,
3.
and it's been a bit since I've been in business law, but.
Hey, John,
Okay.
you back with us?
Yes, I am. Sorry about
You,
that.
okay. Hey, man.
Sweet.
hello,
So yeah,
hello.
it's been a while since I've like studied law, but the way I remember it is you basically they're chosen on peers based on like what county you're in, and then the lawyers kind of
Yes.
have this like weird fucked up kind of like voting process, and so it really matters who gets more power. So if it's equals 3 lawyers, then we might have a good chance. But if it's who is the other company? Do we remember?
Fuck. I think that they are Maker does represent. I think it is actually Maker behind. I
would imagine Maker's representing just 3.
Yeah,
You
that's
would
what I
think so,
thought.
yeah.
But I feel like I read the report and was like surprised that Maker.
But also
was,
Maker's
like,
owned by
on the
Disney,
side they were
correct?
on, so maybe not. That's what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why. And so no, I think it is. I think
So
Maker
yeah,
is on
I
the
mean,
other
there might
side
be a bit of a
actually.
conflict there.
Because I think they're
That's
part of the
scary
company
if that's the
that,
case.
Yeah, it's a
that
little
is
bad.
licensing.
It'd be nice if we.
It would make sense. The Maker's been acting
If
really
they have,
shady lately.
if they have
with
Disney
a lot
money,
of stuff.
we could be really fucked. Because if they set bad legal precedent, like you think it's bad now, when like people actually have like legal rights to
But
do
like,
this shit.
I don't buy that, Alex. I think that sounds like bullshit. Because why would Disney deliberately
I might be wrong. I might be completely
sabotage their own business that they own by doing that? That'd be so fucking stupid. You're killing it before it even gets started. And that, I don't know. I think that there might be some.
Yeah, I could be
Yeah,
completely wrong. They might be
misconstruing.
on the other side. So yeah, take everything I've ever said
already
with a
do.
grain of salt. Because I am wrong 98% of the time.
Jukin Media? Is that it?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
it seems like this was already settled.
Ooh.
Was it? No. What happened was the judge said that certain ones of theirs, like the judge ruled a certain way, and then that was just the like the first process of whether or not it could go to trial and whether the videos could stay up at all.
Ugh.
So like, because
Okay,
it starts
I
with
see
it's-
it, yeah.
it starts with a judge being like, because if it's like a very blatant copyright,
Oh, yeah,
like,
the judge can-
infringement,
yeah, the
then
judge
it
can
just
throw
goes
it
straight to a
out.
judge, and the judge is like, just like no, in arraignment, like before they even go to trial. So the judge was like, no, there is a case here, and now it's going to trial. So his videos are still up because the judge
Yeah,
was like,
exactly.
maybe not, basically. Which is the arraignment side. So yeah, it's a whole. So we'll see how that goes. And I think the scary part is that this shows something about YouTube. I think this shows a shift in the way that YouTube as a company looks at their content creators, because they used to look at them as kind of a disestablished like form of people that just kind of brought like a general mass to their website. But now they look at content creators as like specific individuals and companies. And so in their heads, like the average content creator, not in their heads, but just like the way that they're functioning at this point, because I think that Google might have something to do with this too. I feel like they think that, or they're kind of operating under the assumption that a lot of these bigger things function as their own companies, and so can deal with these.
I think that
larger
might be an
things on their
excuse, but
own.
they know that's bullshit.
Like, I mean, I don't think anyone said that, But I think that's like kind of like the corporate
Maybe.
culture right
for
now.
Sure,
at
I can
YouTube.
guarantee you they've switched to a corporate-based strategy by now. We saw that like
Oh, yeah,
many
sure.
years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Well, also with you can even see it's even reflected in their algorithm. Like right now, their algorithm reflects people who upload often and a lot and consistently and are like YouTube personalities, and does not go so much for just like the like really well produced single viral piece of content, which is how people used to get big before. Now it's almost turning into a system now where it's a lot harder to get big on YouTube than it used to be because of their algorithm, because of the way they're doing it. And I think this is an extension of that. I think that they have that idea of it, and that's extended through their algorithm and as far as the search goes and how they deal with copyright. It's like these are just like little tiny corporations that can all take care of themselves.
Famous anymore. It's just not part of the business strategy. They have,
It's maintaining what they already have.
Yeah, they have their assets.
Yeah,
they're just
they're
going to
maintaining
wring the
status
money
quo.
that they can out of that. People like PewDiePie. I don't watch a lot of big channels, but I know some of the names like PewDiePie.
Yeah,
would be a big
PewDiePie,
one.
Markiplier, Rooster Teeth.
Yeah. They've
Smosh.
secured the Let's Play side. They have three, in this kind of analogy, they have three corporations, or they have three business side strategies that are working really well on the revenue stream that they're on.
Here's the key thing, though, is that like that's all well and good and all that, but it's going to get to a point where it might not even necessarily matter, at least for some of the mid-range YouTubers. For smaller guys like you, Alex, and me, it'll matter. But for guys like John or for Jim Sterling or somebody like that, they have like this new platform where they can make money without advertisements in Patreon, and that's a big
that's
fucking
very
thing
true.
that I feel like might make it to where, it's annoying, but as long as your channel isn't getting taken down, who gives a fuck if your videos are getting claimed? My revenue source isn't coming from advertisements anymore. It's coming from my fans. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that this makes it to where it doesn't matter. I'm just saying it makes it a lot easier for a lot of people.
Well, then, and also sometimes your channel
that's
does
the
just get
problem.
randomly taken down.
This
Yeah.
is
As we've
like,
seen in the last month
Yeah.
with Team 4-Star and I Hate Everything.
How the
Yeah.
fuck does Team 4-Star
Yeah,
get taken
Channel
down?
Awesome.
Like, how many
Awesome.
subscribers do they?
Japanese
Yeah.
companies.
That's the big problem.
Yeah.
Is that like, yes, there are like a lot of big corporations, but these, like you were saying, Alex, like these corporations have paved the way for anybody to really exploit the system, and so now you have like just random fucking assholes who will just claim a
Yeah.
video. Like I had
random.
this wasn't just some random assholes, an MCN, but an MCN claimed one of my Dying Light videos because a Russian Let's Player had a video on his channel of it, and so clearly that Russian Let's Player owns the rights to my fucking videos.
Oh my god, those
To the concept
No,
of
I-
let's playing this game.
I've had a lot of those claims. It's because there's a lot of networks out there who recently gained the ability to upload their partners' videos into Content ID. And the way they frame it is, hey, this will stop people from stealing your videos and making money off of them. And so, there's all these like really tiny channels out there that are like paranoid and like, oh yeah, somebody's going to steal my videos. So they upload like entire playthroughs of like Life is Strange, Tales from the Borderlands into Content ID. And I've gotten a lot of those on my videos. And yeah,
I had
it's
some
just another
piece of
pain in
shit.
the
This
ass
was
to
like about a
deal
year
with.
ago. But like some piece of shit was like claiming a whole bunch of my LA Noire videos that I made from like 3 years ago, and like I got to the point where I was like, you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and one by one dispute these, and I'm gonna private them while I'm disputing them, so he makes no money.
Right.
Because you know what? Like what else do I do? Like, do I let this piece of shit make money or? Yeah,
No,
no.
you
So
can't do anything,
like, this is a series that like has gotten a lot of its views already. It won't be in search results for a little bit. That's fine. I would much rather, as form of protest, not allow this asshole to make any money off me. So I'll private this stuff. And you know what? Like after the 30 days, lo and behold, I finally got my goddamn videos back that I made.
From like random
you-
like hostage. Yeah.
You have
And
to
I
wait
also
30
think, okay,
days. Yeah.
I think
the
one
30
that's the money
days
thing.
is such a
There's
legal
that.
scam. It's the same way like lawyers drag on like divorce hearings. It's literally the same exact way where you have the 30 days and you literally respond like day 29 and then they wait 29 days and then they respond. Yeah,
Right.
it's a gigantic scam.
Well, here's the thing about the whole system that they have in place. It's like it's so easily fixed in at least a certain circumstance. Like, fine, okay, I understand you got to be able to claim videos because there are legitimate problems on YouTube in certain contexts. But here's the thing: why does that money automatically go to the claimant without any form of proof? Why the
that's
fuck?
the biggest one. That's
Why the
biggest
fuck is that money not put in limbo just for a little bit while you sort this out?
Yeah.
And then whoever wins the case, the money goes to them.
That's exactly what Doug Walker, Nostalgia.
I also heard Total Biscuit saying the same thing.
Asking the question is silly because we know why. That's so appealing to big corporations, saying, "Hey, all you have to do is hire one intern, right? Listen, hire one intern. Just claim a shit ton of videos. Claim 1 million videos. Make 3 cents a day off 1 million videos. You know, make $300,000 or how much? I'm not gonna do that fucking math." It's too late on Saturday to fucking do that shit. That's so appealing to fucking companies, especially in this age of like patent trolls and things like that. Legal is such a good way for corporations to make money. And so from here, like, we can't stop that. The only way we can stop that is with lots of lawsuits. You know, this equals 3 thing isn't going to like solve everything.
It could potentially set a precedent, though.
It will set a precedent, a good one or a bad one. It will have to set something, but it won't solve the problem. I feel like, this is my opinion, the only way
it's not fact?
No, it is fact, actually. I just upgraded it.
Okay.
The only way to change this is to provide YouTube another way to make shit tons of money off of people like us. That's the only way to get this solved quickly. And like, none of the discussions are about that, because obviously we want these, you know, deep-rooted issues to get solved, right? But YouTube doesn't give a shit. You know, big corporations don't give a shit. So we have to provide them with a solution to, you know, turn this whole revenue stream on top of its head.
I don't see how that happens. I don't see how that happens.
I mean, I have an idea.
It's bad.
Are we ready?
Oh, please. Ethan Mead's going to fix the whole internet right now.
So we were talking about Patreon, right? That's a great way for kind of middlemen, kind of YouTube channels to make money, because people make good content, right? And then people want to continue hearing good content, and the only way to do that is to pay into the system.
A very small amount of money at that.
Yeah, a very small amount of money. But something that I've been thinking about is for YouTube to get money off of something like this, maybe make a donation system in which they take like a 5% cut. And that puts the power back in the small guys' hands, the small guys who are making good content. It's the only way to do it, I feel like. I
don't think that it's going to prevent any exploitation. I think that just means the companies now get more money and they'll continue to do the bullshit they were doing.
It won't, but it'll change YouTube's stance on this. We need to provide a way, right? I'm not saying this is a solution, by the way. I'm saying this is something that YouTube could think about to change the way that the system works. We need to show them that these middlemen, us, the small fucking shows, the medium shows, can make money, because they can. They make not lots of money. That's a horrible exaggeration. But they do, in aggregate, that's what's important. They do make money, right?
So just offer up our Patreon money as tribute, as like a way to...
basically, to kind of stop this shit.
Well, it just changes the incentive game, because right now YouTube, their only incentive to help the small to medium-sized channel is because they're good people.
And we can't,
and we're like, please, won't you,
trust them
please?
On that.
So it changes the way the incentives work, because now they have an actual money incentive to make sure our videos don't go down.
Yep.
And that we have high quality content going up, regardless of like what it is.
And
like, it matters more what the content is.
You can change the
at that
entire
point.
system, because then you have a profitable way for YouTube to get revenue that doesn't require these third parties to come in and constantly be claiming videos.
I mean, it would be like an idealistic way of looking at it, and I'm assuming what you're saying is that like you take
an idealistic way to look at it is think that YouTube is actually going to do anything.
Well, no, I'm thinking both of them are idealistic ways of doing it. I think the only true way we can manage to actually get anything done is, as you said before, through massive fucking lawsuits. and time.
But yeah, see, the problem is like the
It's
political
lawsuits
climate.
and time. That's really all that's really gonna, I think, effectively solve this.
I think the error.
The only two things
I
that
feel
really
like the
matter in
error
life.
is to assume that this is just a problem that's happening on YouTube or even just on the internet.
Yeah.
It's very much the political climate right now.
Just
law,
wait.
Law in general is like probably the most profitable it's ever been. You know, you have lawyers who have, $900 an hour kind of charges for, simple like divorce hearings and shit like that. Right now it is very profitable to do law. Walmart has full-time law employees. Like, that's insane. Even 20 years ago, completely fucking unheard of for a chain of distribution stores to have full-time law employees. That's silly, but it's so profitable. It's so easy to get money off this shit. So, in my opinion, this is my opinion, right? I might upgrade it to fact.
Eaton's opinion.
Shitty opinion.
In my opinion, the only way to get change quickly, let's say, the only way to get change at all is wait for the political climate to change, which
Yes.
who the fuck knows when that's going to happen.
Wait until
God.
wait until we all turn 50. Like, that's
There
really
we go.
effectively
Yeah,
the
we're
only
off
way
this.
that this is.
And we just
Wait
then we
until
just
we're all
upload the
dead
video straight
and
to
our
our
legacy
brains.
leaves behind for YouTube videos. Oh god. Or to show them that these middlemen, these small channels, these medium channels can actually, in aggregate, be profitable.
Yeah. I don't know.
I also think that people that these larger companies, both YouTube and the companies claiming, don't understand the difference kind of between, and this is kind of not exactly what I was saying before, but related between just like a people and a company, right? Because like kind of like Ethan was saying, most large companies at this point have teams to deal with this stuff. But if you're like a smaller YouTube channel or even not a smaller one, and you do it all by yourself, which is a lot of these channels, like, one, your content already takes a fuck ton of your time to produce.
Oh, yeah.
Like, whoever, like, basically whatever YouTube channel you are, whatever content you're making probably takes a not insignificant swath of your life.
Yeah.
And you're the only one
I've
running
lost
it.
friends
And so
by
when you
doing
have
this.
to take... That's a fact.
And fuck them.
And when you take time out of your thing to deal with these copyright stuff, you
draining.
can't half the time. It really, you can't like sit and deal with copyright
There's
stuff
no
for
one person
hours
that
on
can
a day
handle that
you
much
have
stress
to.
and that much work.
You have to get to making your fucking content so that people like you have subscribers at the end of the day. That's why Channel Awesome kept uploading even though they weren't getting paid for their videos for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
They uploaded like a full Nostalgia Critic during a time during the most like profitable time of those videos, the first week.
Right.
And they didn't get any of the money, and they probably got like, I bet that video is made about like an eighth to a tenth as much as videos normally make them. Like they ran at a loss for that Nostalgia Critic they uploaded for that those 2 weeks.
They had to maintain their channel. They had to keep the momentum going because if you
you're
stagnate,
fucked.
your channel dies.
100%.
I've seen it happen dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of times.
And that's people. I feel like that's not being appreciated right now by YouTube. Is just like the fact that this exists at all.
It makes me
is
wonder
such
if they
a drain.
even know that this whole like subgenre exists of people who aren't making fucking billions of subscribers. I mean, they probably do to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Well, also, I think another problem with the companies. I think that YouTube is just not a very big company. Like Google is a huge company, but I just don't think that
The
YouTube
report
is
has
that
always been that
large of a
YouTube just
corporation.
breaks even or something.
Yeah.
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 So I don't think
which
they
is
have.
so weird.
Yeah.
Like what's the overhead on this
Well, I'd
thing?
imagine
I mean,
the servers on it are fucking massive.
Yeah.
and
There
how
was a
much-
time when YouTube was taking a loss on every single video uploaded. That was a long time ago,
crazy.
but
Yeah.
it's still like the last probably 8 years or so.
Which is potentially why Google is dragging their feet on this shit, because they're just like, why? Why would we do it? We're just going to lose money by taking action here.
Again, more than we're already just losing money by this existing in the first place. So it's hard to look at it not from our perspective as content creators. And that's like the hardest part. That's been the hardest part for me for this entire thing, is not just getting like righteously angry, even though I am for a lot of it, but actually sitting and thinking what are everybody's side here? Like what is everybody wanting to gain from this. For a lot of people, it's just fucking money. But I bet some claims that shouldn't be claimed on all of our videos are probably not done with malice.
Well, some of them are just automated.
I would bet.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, exactly.
Most of them
Physically
are automated.
can-
Yeah.
Unless it's become self-aware, there's no malice there. So, like, that'd be really fun. That'd be a good skit. The content ID system becomes
God.
self-aware.
You commit
Anyway.
suicide.
Oh my god.
Immediately, like, what have I done? What have I become?
That's a horror film right there.
Yeah. Existential horror. It's Soma all over again.
Yeah.
All right, so that's my thoughts. That's what Alex
Well,
thinks.
I'm actually kind of curious. Like, I mean, John, you and I have by far uploaded the most videos between the four of us. So I'm curious, like, what would you say was one of the more infuriating and more exploitive copyright claims that you've experienced that really just really pissed you off?
Two spring to mind. One that I got just this week. There was one video. It was a Resident Evil video I uploaded like 3 years ago, and in it I have that song.
I saw this on
right?
Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, by Edward Keel or something like that. And I got a claim on it just the other day. I just thought it was funny because, I mean, the video has made... It's gotten like 12,000 views over 4 years. Like, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And it still got a claim on it, and the claim said that it was for the Trollololo song by Mr. Trollololo. And I was just sitting there like, this is just some guy just fucking around. Like, he was just like, I'll just do it for the fuck of it. Just upload this to Content ID. And he's making money off of my video. Of course I disputed it, but he's going to wait the full 30 days.
I'm going to upload all of your playthroughs and say that it's the John Wolfe song by Mr. John Wolfe and that I own it.
Yeah,
and
I
just
own it.
Make all your money.
I should
For
just claim my own videos.
So you can be assured of your revenue.
Yeah, and just
that
like,
way you can know that
that's
you're going to make
genius.
some
Like,
money.
back off,
Yeah.
bitch. This is my
You know
territory.
why? Because there's a corporation that's going to fill that gap. They're going to come in and be like, hey, we can offer you protection by fucking by claiming all your videos, and then you'll get a cut.
yeah, exactly.
Better than not getting any of that.
Don't give him any ideas,
I'm writing
dude.
it
Right the
down.
fuck.
down. Yeah.
Cut that out in
So
post.
We're making this.
I don't want anybody getting any ideas.
No, writing this down. I'm getting
So that
my
was
law degree.
that was the first one. That was the first one that sprang to mind, but one that happened a couple years ago that really just like broke me was this one record label, and I'm omitting names just for I don't know, I feel weird about it. There was this record label that approached me about, hey, you have songs that play during your outro. What if we just like sent you new songs from our artists and you put them in the outro and you listed them in the description and stuff, and you could just use the music. And I thought, yeah, that sounds great. That sounds like a great deal. And so, I had written permission to use these songs in my outros, and I linked their Bandcamp in the description and all that stuff. And then the media distribution company comes along a couple months later and just claims all the videos with those
That's
songs
terrifying.
in them. Yeah. And I disputed them, and I was like, I've written permission to use this. There was a deal that was worked out. I didn't sign like a fucking contract or anything, but... and then they just rejected my disputes.
What the fuck?
And I tried to contact them, but on their website, they've made it so that you can't fucking contact them. Like, if you search really hard, you can find an email, and I sent them an email, and I just got an automated reply, and it was like, hey, so it basically just said, if this is about Content ID, then dispute the claim through the system. Like, they weren't going to talk to me about it. And I reached out to the record label, and I was like, hey, what can I do about this? And they were like, yeah, we tried talking with them about it. There's nothing we can do. I'm guessing because some sort of contractual obligation. Like, they just got them by the balls somewhere. And so I was just sitting there like, what the fuck do I do? And so I just went through Content ID and I hit remove song. Because these were some videos that had like 6-digit view counts that they were claiming. And so I was like, I have to remove it. If you're not going to release the claim, I've got to just remove the fucking outro song. And it sucks because it's like 15 to 20 seconds of these videos. And they were getting free promotion for their artists, but they had to get fucking greedy. And so I just decided,
Yeah, but you're not like an actual person.
No
to
song
them,
at the
though.
end.
Was
It's
it evident that it was completely deliberate? That they completely set you up?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think the record label didn't seem like they understood it at all. I think it was just the evil media distribution company that did it.
Yeah, speaking of like a horror movie, Jesus, that's like literally like a systematic horror movie. It's like a stalker going through and like destroying your life one by one. It's just like this company going through and just like taking apart everything you love.
And it just made me so mad because I was like, I have permission to use this from the people that were directly involved in its creation. Christ. But you know, they just have all the power, so through
I'm
Content
lucky.
ID. And I wasn't about to dispute it a second time and risk a copyright strike because there's no doubt in my mind.
I'm lucky. I pretty
much
much just hired a dude to do a lot of my like extra music. And by hired, I mean I just asked him to make music for me, and he did. And also I made my own outro song, and like I don't know how to make music at all. I just through sheer luck managed to put something together. And it sounds decent, so I was like, yeah, okay, we're keeping this. Nobody's fucking claiming it, so it better not.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's like all of the GameWorx themes I write, and that does make me feel a lot better. And I don't put them anywhere else because I'm like, if any other media distribution company gets a hold of this, there's a potential that I could get flagged for my own music.
Fucking media companies.
And like, so I don't put them anywhere. I don't like put them on iTunes or like any other like. Place. It's just on my computer and just on the opening of my videos, which sucks because I'm really proud of them and I wish they could like be their own thing.
Well, people always ask me like where I found my outro songs. Like, where's the full songs? Like, that's it. It's 30 seconds. That's it.
I'm sorry.
And it's never going to be anywhere because I don't want to lose money.
Yeah, I made a 3-minute remix of your outro song. Heyo.
And you're gonna get flagged
sometimes. And I'm gonna get flagged.
You piece of shit. This is your plan all along.
No, I'm gonna get all of your update videos where you use it in the background, you motherfucker. So I don't know. I'm sad. Oh yeah, no, I think you kind of touched on it, or not even touched on it. This is just kind of was your life here, John. But like the worst part of it to me is that I see these people who create like really quality content. Specifically, most recently, I've seen like I Hate Everything.
He's just been getting butt fucked by the system. Getting fucked, and like he always just tweets this shit that's just like, I'm this close to just stopping.
Yeah.
And I'm like, YouTube would be worse without I Hate Everything. Like, I really like his channel. Mm-hmm. And like, it's all these creators that I'm like, they need to be here. Like, this is a worse website, but it's just driving a lot of people to the point of like, it's not even worth it. And I can't blame like you or him for being like, fuck this.
Yeah,
I would
people
also
are
be
always
like,
bitching and complaining about why YMS like takes so long in between videos. Like, well, guess what? Because like 20% of his fucking time is based off of trying to make sure his channel doesn't get taken down. So I'm not.
Yeah, and I mean, and every new video he uploads it like multiple times to like see what gets claimed, and then he takes it down, edits it, uploads it again, see if there's any claims, take it down.
It's just so much extra time just to get around a fucked up, broken system.
And then even after that, he still has his own website that he
as a backup, as a fucking backup.
So they don't as a backup.
It's a good thing he did too, because he got that Walking Dead video taken down
recently. Yeah.
This whole system's fucked.
It's just that's honestly that's the worst part to me, is not the like money or like whatever. And I know a lot of people said this. It's just like it's all these like really good
the channel's getting taken down is the part that really breaks it.
Yeah.
That I really like that are being driven to not want to do this anymore. And I'm like, my life would be like measurably less enjoyable if like I Hate Everything didn't make videos, or like Nostalgia Critic didn't make videos. Like, it's just
a massive part of our entertainment.
Yeah, and I know that there's a lot of opposite opinions out there that are like, oh, fuck these whiners. They make money off of their videos. You know, all they do is they make videos all day.
All you do is sit in front of a screen playing video games.
Those people play Call of Duty, and we don't need to listen to that.
The thing is, without the people that do this full time, like the quality of content on YouTube,
it goes back to 2008.
It goes back. It goes back. Back to viral cat videos, and that's it. That's all that's on YouTube.
No, there's no more. There's no more like great camera quality and audio. There's no achievement hunter. There's no Markiplier. Whether you like them or not, like these people are some of the most professional in terms of how they run their channels. They don't fucking exist anymore.
Yeah.
It's just the reality.
Yeah, people think that like, oh, it's just setting up a camera. There's a shit ton of editing that is involved. Just like not even being Jake, just rooming with Jake. I don't know why I phrased that so weird. Has like made me really appreciate that, like, not even being the human being that is Jake Sayre. It's weird. Like it I just like watch it and I'm just like, it takes so much effort. Like it's so hard. Like it's just a really hard thing to do.
There are many days where there are
and
many
people don't
days where I
appreciate that.
don't see the sun. Like that's just not a part of my day consistently.
No, true. I can relate to that too hard, I think.
I don't see
It's too real.
emotionally or physically.
Yeah,
all just
but I mean,
darkness.
even beyond the effort that's being put into it, like without full-time creators, I mean, the quality of content just disappears. The reason why there's so much quality content on YouTube right now is because people can make money off of it, and they can make it even their full-time job. And if they don't have that opportunity, then they're not going to be here. Just point blank. Nobody does this full-time for fun.
Yeah, people do it part-time for fun.
Like, it's
that's
just
cool, but
I mean, are you going to walk into McDonald's and flip burgers for 8 hours a day for free?
Yeah.
No. I'm not going to do this for my full-time, job for free.
That's the
either.
thing. It's that like a lot of people look at it like you're just being greedy. You want all this extra money. It's like, no, dude, I just want to be able to fucking sustain myself so I can do what I enjoy.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I know.
Not even what you enjoy, what you're good at.
I'm not even
you know?
asking
Oh my
for
God.
that much. I'm asking to make like a consistent pay of like
wanna
30
live.
grand or more a year, and I'm set. I'm solid.
And yeah. I mean, last year, I've been doing this full-time for about 10 months. And last year I made less money than I have since I graduated college. But it's fine because it's enough. Like, I'm not out buying fancy cars or anything. I'm paying my rent. So, like, that's all I want to do.
You're getting the essentials out of the way and the occasional, little fun thing that you buy off Amazon.
Yeah, I love like people. You're just being greedy, and I'm like, yeah, I want to eat.
Yeah.
You greedy
Sorry.
I want to stop eating ramen.
I want to stop eating ramen. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to take my girlfriend out on a date every now and then. Fucking sue me. Like, Christ.
I want some Kool-Aid to flavor my water.
Yeah. I want to get those powdered tea packets to put in my water bottles.
Please, God, just give me a powdered tea
That's all
packet
I
every
want.
once in a while. Jesus.
I just want it to taste different.
I want to taste the sadness again. Oh, God. All right. Well, does anybody else have anything else to add to the copyright discussion?
We depressed ourselves.
Yeah.
Between this and
It
Firewatch,
sucks.
I feel sufficiently depressed and sad.
Empty. There's no point to
bad.
anything. Yeah.
It'll suck. We're going to get back to our YouTube channels, and Delilah still won't be
Yeah.
there. All right. Well, thank you, everybody,
thanks.
for joining. Thank you, Ethan, Jake, and John for joining. Like if you guys like to like things, subscribe. Check out these cool people on the links below, and I will see you guys next time.
Jake, I'm wondering if you had the same theory that I had about halfway through after the dream sequence call?
We just went over, make the character and the player very inseparable entities in your head. Now, think about it. The game makes it nearly impossible to distinguish where your actions and desires